Hey bitches! Welcome back to another daily vlog. I organized all my vlogs on my main channel page, so if you want to watch all these vlogs in order, you can. My Vlogmas of this past year, my BBL vlogs, my Accutane vlogs, like literally all my vlogs by year. Everything is organized, so check it out. So sorry if you can hear the dryer. I've definitely been doing a lot of laundry these days to wash my faja. Y'all, only, what is it, 10 days left. So I'm just doing my makeup. I'm gonna film a reel today, which I haven't done in so long, but I'm feeling up for it. Have a nice coffee. Dude, the stupidest thing happened. I realized I had points, I guess, for my credit card. And I was like looking at what I could redeem, and one of them was like, just like for some points you could redeem a Starbucks gift card. So I was like, oh my god, that's perfect. Like I want iced coffee today. Tell me why they are mailing a physical gift card to my house. I was like, oh great, like they'll just send it to my email and then like I can just go. No. It's like, we will ship in the next few business days. Yeah, it's literally hot as fuck out already. It's already like 91 degrees. I'm definitely sweating, but I am not gonna turn on the AC because ew. I don't know, we'll see how this makeup turns out. I haven't really done a full face in a while, but I wanna look cute for this hair tutorial. I think I'm gonna full contour today just to like see what happens. I was listening to Young Thug, So Much Fun, which really brings me back to summer 2019, which was just a good time. So it's like I'm feeling that summer vibe. After this weekend, it's pretty much like we're just on the road to freedom. Very excited, ew. And yeah, I hope y'all are doing good. Let me know in a comment below. I still need to post today's video, but we're gonna do that after I film this. So boom. I'm actually so annoyed because this didn't really come out how I want, and like this just keeps like going like that. Ew. And my makeup is not how I want it, but whatever. I think also it's like usually if I do a full face, if I'm going somewhere, I'll like shave my face before and like really prep this skin so it's really good, but I didn't really do that, so I just feel like it doesn't really look good. But whatever. I mean, right now I'm not bothered by it, but I couldn't really get a good boomerang, and the only one where I feel like you can see everything, the filter is just like so much. You not looking at it, reverse. My face is so asymmetrical, y'all, like, but I've known that, so it's not like it was a shock when I used the filter on TikTok. But I don't know, I just feel like the lips are like obnoxious and I feel kind of like ew. But then this one, I just feel like my hair looks messy and you can't really see how it's supposed to look. And then this one, I just don't like that you can see all the straps. Like it just looks really gross to me. Maybe I could take another. Like, ew. That's the thing. I just, whenever I want to face a window, it's like everything in the background, there's like this dark, scary hallway or doorway. Minor inconveniences, but still, it's like when you're not able to like get that good pic at the end of your makeup, it's just kind of like annoying. Okay, whatever, I'll just post this. It's not really the end of the world. Ew. Maybe if I just do like that, then you can see that I'm like cute, but it's like it's not like as aggressively filtered. Like I love the filters where you can turn down like the lips and like the nose snatch, because sometimes it's just literally so out of control. And I also like the IG like says when people use filters, you know, I feel like it helps with that, like, oh my god. But yeah, some of them just look ridiculous. And it's like, are people gonna think I think this looks serious? Because what the fuck. Instagram does not really tell me about tea in my story anymore. Also, Snooki posted this pic. I literally reposted on my story, but I just thought this was, first of all, it's such an iconic scene, but then also we've never really seen it from this POV, you know, with like all the people watching. Crazy. I'm on like the last episode of season 5 for like, you know, the millionth time, but I don't even want to watch season 6 because like Dina is so funny in season 5, like hilarious. And in season 6, I don't know, I hope she was like okay at that time in her life, because she just like is so emotional. It's like, oh, like you were so like fun before. Not that she's not, but you know, it's just like the vibes are very different this season. Okay, I guess I should post my vlog for the day. I didn't really like these eyebrows at first, but now I think they're coming together. I'm gonna post my vlog, finally get some work done, drink my little DIY. I literally turned the AC on for like 10 minutes. And I was like, okay, I can live. And low-key, it's been off for like 5 minutes and I'm already like sweating again. What the fuck? One of the first AC turn-ons of the summer, technically. Okay, I gotta make a thumbnail, make the title. I've been listening to some, not like TBTBTs, but like 2010 Young Money, just like that whole era. It really like brings me back. So I just had inspo to take an IG, and if you've been watching these vlogs, you know I've been like, ew, I'm never taking an IG again until this recovery's over. But I had a kind of a vision, and it's kind of like working out, bitch. Okay. Dude, not the camera's gonna run out of space. Oh my god, this is actually like, I gotta go. Okay, so I wanted to talk about something that has been on my mind, like probably for the past year, but like, I don't know, I've really been thinking about it the past couple days. So let me talk about it. So I feel like, you know, obviously you learn a lot of lessons, hopefully like your whole life, but I feel especially in the first few years of adulthood, you know, from 18, just like your whole 20s basically, so I've heard. But I can definitely relate. I feel like I've changed so much from when I was 18, especially like since before that, but we're just gonna go with the adult years for the purpose of this. But yeah, I feel like each year I like have a lesson that I've learned, like a main lesson of the year. Like obviously we learn a lot of things, but just like learning about yourself. And like I feel like this is really the years where, you know, you typically leave your home, you have to start doing a lot more things on your own, you become more independent, and so a lot of issues or just like who you are gets reflected back at you, if that makes sense, because like your whole life is just kind of the adults around you telling you who you are, telling you who to be, what to strive for, this is what a good person looks like, and then it's like you're kind of just confronted with like the reality of who you are and like why you keep facing certain issues. I think this is why this is on my mind, because I talked about this in my podcast kind of, just the concept of like running into the same person over and over again, whether it's like in a friendship or in a relationship, but you're just going to keep running into the same problem until you learn it, and you learn how to set boundaries or how to look for the red flags or whatever. Like until you do that and learn what it is that you're doing or not doing, not saying that like it's your fault if someone treats you badly, but as far as just like the vibe of why is it always like this, why is every guy I attract like this, why am I always attracting the kind of friend that wants to take advantage of me or that wants to use me or that whatever. So I think one of the main things that's changed in me since I was like 18, 19, and then like probably definitely the years before that, like throughout my teen years, I used to just always think of myself as like really laid back and like chill. I never wanted to like, I would just kind of think of myself as a low maintenance person, not in the sense of like I'm such a low maintenance girl, but like I guess more so as a friend. I was like, you know, I just thought of myself as very like accepting and like, oh, I want to be there for people. And it was kind of naive in a way, looking back, especially like when I would first, you know, start coming down to LA when I was like 17. I just had this like attitude of like, you know, I just want to make friends. I just want to be cool with everybody. I want to be cool with everybody in this house. But, you know, I want to be giving. I want to be a good person, like whatever. It was very naive. And I just, not to sound like, oh, I'm so like jaded or like, oh, I'm never going to be nice again. I don't know. Like, but it's just this certain vibe I feel like I used to have. And, you know, while I thought I was being this, you know, positive, laid back person, I actually was not really sticking up for my boundaries. I was not firm with my boundaries, and therefore I would attract people who would kind of like use me or just like take advantage of the fact that I wouldn't really speak up if I was uncomfortable or didn't actually want to do something for someone, or, you know, was like, hey, this isn't okay with me. So it's like I had this perception of myself that I was like just this chill girl, laid back. Oh, you never get mad. I've never seen you cry. I've never seen you get angry. It's like, yeah, that's just who I am. I don't really have a lot to be mad about. But it's like, bitch. And what also really like, something I saw this week specifically that really like opened my mind was this emotions wheel. And I've seen this before, but I think someone explained it differently. So they basically said, you know, emotions such as being annoyed, or like, you know, when you like brush something off, you're like, well, I'm not mad, I'm just annoyed or whatever. It's like being annoyed is actually anger. So it just made me think of all the times that like I felt annoyed, or I would describe my feeling as like, oh, I'm just kind of like, I think that's weird. Like, I'm not mad, I just think it's weird. It's like, obviously you're like, something is bothering you. So you're actually angry, or you're actually sad about this, or whatever. So it just makes me think of like so many times where it's like, it's crazy because it's like you have to be the one to recognize it in yourself and like catch it, and like it's so hard sometimes to practice it. Like, it's not just something you realize, recognize, and then it's like, okay, well, I'm a different person now, or I'm over that, or whatever. It's like you have to actively work towards it, towards like, especially with like boundaries. And I feel like with setting boundaries comes vulnerability, because I feel like that's also something that's hard for me. And I know a lot of people, you know, saying that you're uncomfortable with something, especially if it's like to one of your best friends or like someone that you like, it's really hard, because it's like, I don't want to feel like I let someone down, or that I'm not a good friend, or that I wasn't there for that person. But you ultimately have to put yourself first. And if someone is not going to respect your reasonable boundaries, they were never really a good friend in the first place. And I think that's a lesson I've also like really learned. So it's just crazy. It's just weird to think, like, looking back, it's like I wasn't actually like nice and laid back. I was just kind of like over functioning for people. So you really have to be the one to like stand up for yourself and like set those boundaries. And it's crazy because it is in literally everything. Like, probably you could have an interaction a day, at least like one interaction every day where you need to like set a boundary. Because it's even like if a guy asks you to hang out and you just feel kind of like awkward about saying no, so you're like, let me make up a lie, when you could just say, I don't want to, or like, I'm not comfortable with that, or thanks but no thanks. Someone asks you to like do something for them, can I borrow some money? Can I don't know, can you do this for me? Can you do that? Like, you are allowed to say just like, no, period. Like, that's it. You don't need to make up an excuse. You don't need to lie. You don't need to like do it just because you feel bad. Like, no. And that's another thing. Like, I would always be like, oh, I feel bad, so I'm just gonna like go along with it. Or like, oh, I don't really, you know, I don't really like this person, or I don't really like this guy, but I'm just gonna hang out with them because I feel bad to say no. It's like, how come they don't feel bad about making you do something that you don't want to do, you know? So it's just like, I think that's just part of growing up and maturing. Should we say recognizing scams? But it's like, I don't fucking owe anyone anything. Ew, especially like someone who's gonna take advantage of like the fact that I am nice. You know what I mean? It's just like, ew. So that's, I don't know. It's like, bitch, I know we all fucking like feel like this sometimes. Maybe you don't. Maybe like, yeah, I actually was like birthed with the skill of setting boundaries, but like, it's just a fucking struggle. But I feel like realizing this, it's like, okay, now it's something that I work on actively, like all the time. And it's like exhausting actually, but it's like better than the alternative, which is just letting people get away with shit, letting people walk all over you, or, you know, just doing something but then ultimately resenting that person or being mad at yourself. You know, sometimes it's like, it's not even this huge dramatic thing, or it's just like something, it's like, oh, okay, well, whatever, it's not that big of a deal. But then it's like later you feel so like angry with yourself because you're like, I should have said no. I should have like this was a perfect opportunity for me to practice and I didn't. So it's just like, you really have to start with small stuff. And I don't know, I feel like, you know, everyone, most people could be better at this, but especially women, I feel, just because I feel like a lot of the time we are very pressured into situations. When you have your sound on your phone and you've like heard noises from apps that you've never heard before because you've never have your sound on. But yeah, like especially with dealing with guys, and then also I feel like just women in general are usually expected to just like shut the fuck up and like do what they're told. It's like, oh, wait, I don't want to be a bitch, I don't want to be high maintenance, oh, I feel bad, like, oh no, I would rather be a fucking bitch. That's like what I say, and then I'm like, it's hard, but like we're trying to get through it. Or sometimes it can feel like you're being literally so rude, but you're not. Like, you're not. Oh yeah, it's just like hard. So I don't know, I feel like that's also, it's also weird when you have grown up on social media, people don't really usually say like, oh, I miss the old you. Why? People don't usually say that to me. But sometimes, and it's just like, I don't. Like, anyway, the camera's out of memory. I just had to go delete some stuff. But yeah, that was pretty much all I wanted to say. Yeah, it's like I feel like also just my perception of like what self-love is and what it means like to have self-growth. I feel like that's changed a lot. Because it used to be, I've talked about this before, I know, probably like on my podcast, maybe in videos too, but I feel like it used to really be like, I feel like a lot of like actual growth is so uncomfortable and like awkward and just like, ew, I don't want to do this. Like, I don't want to tell this person, no, I don't want to. I would feel so much more comfortable like making up a lie or excuse of like, oh, I'm busy that day, when you can just literally say, no, I can't lend you this money because I don't feel comfortable with that. No, I can't, no, that person can't come hang out with us. It's just gonna be the two of us. Like, that was my expectation. I don't know. Just like, there's so many little things. Like, it's not always this huge thing. So much of the time, it's like just this little minor thing and you don't really think that much of it in the moment. And then later you're like, that was it, and I fucking went along with it. Like, oh. Anyway, let me know if you can relate to any of that, or if you've ever dealt with that, if you've been working on it, if you relate to how fucking hard it is. But I'm like proud of myself, but I'm also like, this shit is hard. Anyway, I need to finally like do some emails, but just had to let y'all know. So I finished Gone Girl. I ate some food. Dude, I got scallops from the grocery store, but I didn't realize, I don't know if they were like already cut up, because the recipe that I had was like for like whole scallops, but these were just like that. Like, it wasn't like a circle. So I don't know. It wasn't like, they weren't, it was fine, but it wasn't like what I wanted. Anyway, so I did that. I ate a huge salad, which was so refreshing, like bomb. It's still like so hot, but hopefully I'll be able to sleep good. Finished Gone Girl, which was definitely riveting, but I guess just a little confused. Okay, if you haven't seen it and you plan on watching it, like, okay, don't listen to this part. But if you have seen it, it's like, okay, I get that she kind of had to like change her plan because the fucking people like robbed her. But then why didn't she just like, I guess she had other like plans of what she was gonna do before she was gonna like KHS. But like, I don't know, it was just, it seemed weird to me to like go back to him, because why would you like want that? Like, I get, it's like, okay, you kind of like have him, you know, around your finger now, like you can kind of make him do whatever, but it's like, I don't know, like, would you really want that life? I don't know. So that was just like a little like, like, I get it's like, oh, plot twist. I would love to see a version where he just like goes to jail, like goes to prison, or no, it wasn't, it was that, but it was like the death penalty. I don't know, but I love like a riveting movie like that. But now I want to watch something like Madagascar. Let me know if y'all ever seen the movie Babe. It's like the life of a pig on a farm. It's a real pig, not cartoon. I'm like, that might be too boring though. I don't know. I wish I had another like riveting movie to watch. Like, if y'all ever watched Your Honor, y'all remember when I was watching that? That was good. Like, that was like very riveting. Whenever it's like a crime, it's like, okay, a little riveting. Anyway, I'm gonna end the vlog here. Hope you guys are having a good day or had a good day, and I will see y'all tomorrow.